Hey guys, welcome back. Whenever you think of a flowering plant for your garden, which is that one flowering plant that you would love to have in your garden? For me, it has always been the rose plants. You get a huge varieties of them. They give you bloom throughout the year and they last long as well. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all quick tips on how to maintain rose plants and also to get regular bloom in them. There are quite a few varieties of roses, 3 of them commonly available here in Indian nursery. The first one being the Desi rose or the Indian rose as they call it. These flowers do not have a clear definition, they are small, they generally bloom in bunches. These blooms last for a very short period of time, be it in the plant or even the flower cutting. Good thing about these type of roses is that they bloom very often in huge numbers. Second one is the English roses. These roses have a clear definition and their petals are generally cone shaped and they bloom in a clear pattern. These flower bloom last for few days. Even the cut flowers can stay for few days when left in water. Third one is the creeper rose, also known as ramblers. These are underrated among rose varieties. These roses can be grown to climb in any shape of arches and barriers in gardens. They grow densely when planted on the ground. They do bloom in huge numbers and throughout the year. You get a lot of varieties. I personally have a creeper rose, I have button rose and the regular rose as well. All of them more or less work the same way, maintaining them works the same. But just to ensure that you get bloom throughout and you get flowers regularly, there's one small tip that you should follow. That is trimming the plants regularly. Whenever you see that the plants are not developing buds or flowers, trim them completely and you will definitely see new buds coming out in them within a short span of time. It's okay if you cut off entire plant, just leaving a few inches of the stem. They'll definitely develop new stems and they'll grow back. Do not throw away these cuttings. In fact, we'll be using these for propagating new plants. Leave at least 2 to 3 knots in each of the cutting. At least 1 to 2 of the knots should be pushed into the soil. I am using a root enhancer of late, either cinnamon powder or aloe vera gel. That way the results are better and also they encourage quick growth of the roots. Here are some of the Desi rose cuttings that I have propagated. Taken the cuttings from the mother plant. I see all the plants are doing great and even they have developed new blooms. And this is recent propagation. That's a dead flower. Always remove the dead flower. Deadheading helps in encouraging plants to grow new flowers and new leaves as well. I have in fact left some more cuttings in soil from the same Desi rose plant. I'm going to open this up and show it to you guys to get an idea of the root development. Next factor for good bloom is nutritious soil. Soil for rose plant has to be nutritious. In fact, it plays a crucial role in their development. I'm going to show you all how to enrich your soil. This can be done once in 2 months or whenever you prune the plant. These are coconut fiber that I cover the top layer of the soil with. I am removing them. I'll let you guys know in the further video as to why this is important. This method is called as mulching. Now the first step is to loosen the soil a bit and then remove at least 2 inches of topsoil and then we'll be adding fertilizer into them. Now that I've removed the topsoil, I'll be adding fertilizer. I generally use vermicompost or cow dung manure. You could use any other fertilizer as well. I'm just going to slightly spread it across the pot. I'm going to cover this up with new set of soil. I'll not be using the same soil that I removed from the plant as they would have already lost a lot of nutrition. I'm going to add new soil to cover the fertilizer. Now I'm covering top layer of soil with coconut fiber. You can use even dry leaves or straw to do this method. Mulching with organic material increases the soil nutrition level. It protects soil from extreme heat and cold weather. To maintain soil temperature and also to ensure that the soil moisture level is not lost, mulching becomes very important. It also restricts weed growth and prevents soil erosion. Don't forget to water as soon as you make any changes to the soil. Keep the soil moist throughout. Plants that are exposed to direct sunlight will require regular watering.
Now talking about the pest and bugs in rose plants, the common bugs that I have personally seen in rose plants are
Aphids and in some cases mealybugs. The best method to get rid of aphids is to use diluted vinegar. This method has really worked well for me. And for mealybugs, you could use diluted neem oil or diluted soap water will work. But ensure that you get rid of bugs, otherwise the chances they might just invite a lot of ants and you lose out on the buds as well. And finally, another important factor is sunlight. Roses are sun-loving plants. They need direct sunlight of at least 3 to 4 hours in a day. Place your plants in such a location where they get ample amount of direct sunlight. That way you see better bloom and better growth as well.
So that was my quick video on how to care for rose plant. I hope it was of some use to you all. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, bye bye.